Guys, I'm not off-roading, but man, this is as close as it gets to off-roading without actually off-roading. I had to just stop because there was just, looked like debris in the road, and it was just giant potholes dug up. Hot Springs Road in the middle of Montana. I don't think we can see, this is what I mean, like, where is this coming from? The hole is in the middle. Can't argue it's not beautiful. Can't complain about the viewing pleasure. But yeah, this is the roads it has me on. This is Montana for y'all. And I mean, I don't want to be, I'm still going to be in Montana for the rest of today, but I have yet to meet like a courteous person in Montana. It's alright. It's, I don't know. I mean, this is a road. This is, well, it's Hot Springs Road. I don't think it's like a route number or anything, but I'm just following the GPS, and I mean, it put me on dirt roads before, so it's not the best thing in the world. How do you get a pothole in the middle of the road? I don't know. So yeah, so yeehaw, I guess is what I should say. The house is for sale on Hot Springs Road in Montana, Berkshire Hathaway.
1,000 feet, turn left onto Pipestone Road.
I gotta remember, and this is how to remember, to look that up and see how much that house could possibly cost. And Hot Springs Road, that reminds me, I'm going to Hot Springs
Take
at
the
some
next
point.
left onto Pipestone Road.
I'm very excited. These days are just mostly travel days. I mean, I did do some stuff. I did plenty of stuff, but they're most. Why am I even looking? Why am I stopping or looking? I haven't seen a car or another person
Continue on Pipestone Road for 1 mile.
in probably an hour. But yeah, so I'm excited to go to Hot Spring. Why not? I'm excited to do a lot of things that I'm going to be doing. It's just like I said, this is basically just getting through. Honestly, a lot of it's getting through for probably another couple days, just because I don't know. There's not much out here. Like I said, I don't even know why I checked for traffic when I pulled out from Hot Springs Road onto Pipeline Road. Oh wow, it's put me back on the 90. I just saw a car. Alright, back on the 90. Okay, apparently I'm driving through Beaverhead National Forest. It's gorgeous. But, it's a mountain. I'm driving up a hill. And it's, like, back and forth. And every tractor trailer that's been on this road that I've passed has had its flashers on in both directions, so I guess that's just what they do. But, yeah, like we can park. Look at the park. Huh. Oh, my ears are going already. So, I'm in ear pop country again, but I just heard it shift. I can't seem to, like, get this vehicle to, like, get up to speed on this hill. It doesn't seem that big. But, again, my ears are popping, and the trucks are acting, like, really dramatic. And they also can't keep up speed. But, like, I'm 57 miles an hour, and I try to, like, and the RPMs just keep climbing, and I'm not. There we go. It's like I can't get the shift. Okay. I don't know what was going on. Like I said, I mean, not like there was a mechanical issue. Like, I literally couldn't get it to shift because it's steep grade. Whoa. I'm gonna flip the camera. Again, it's those rocks mixed in with the evergreens. It's just different because the evergreens you see, but then there's like, you see up here, there's the rocks mixed in. And it's that smooth rock. See? It's crazy. I really don't feel like you can get the gist of how awesome this looks from the phone. But, like, these rocks with. This is like Zion, but oh, sorry, my ears just really popped. But I didn't. But in Zion, there's not this many evergreens. Oh, I am yawning. I'm really just completely deaf right now. So I'm gonna turn the camera off and stop talking because I can't hear myself. I'm so confused. That sign just said Continental Divide, and the elevation's only 6,900 feet. But yeah, that sign just said Continental Divide, and I don't understand. I know I passed that already. There was a sign. Unless... No, I'm headed west. I don't understand how there could be more than one Continental Divide. I mean, I understand how there could be more than one, you know, in line, vertically, but, not when I've been traveling west. I mean, I went north a little bit. I've been traveling northwest, but I didn't go back. But yeah, apparently this Continental Divide, is that what I say, like 6,800 feet? Is that high? I don't know if that's high. Again, I know that I live close to sea level. I think I'm at like, I don't know, 200 feet. I think that's where we are. I don't think we're very high above sea level. So, I guess it's high. I don't seem to have any problems with elevation changes. Like, I mean, obviously, I'm yawning like crazy right now. My ears pop. But like, I stayed in Durango, and I'm pretty sure that's high. And I didn't even, like, I heard other people, this was before, I heard other people, like, complaining about da-da-da-da from elevation, da-da-da-da, and I'm like, as long as I can get me some bread, I'm fine. Which, by the way, speaking of bread, food, the food out here sucks. I mean, I get basic food, figuring, like, you can't really screw it up, but there's, like, a weird, I don't know, weird seasonings, I guess, they use out here. Like, every single thing I've eaten, like, has had that same, I don't know, something. And, the desserts aren't really that good either. Like, it's normally, you know what I mean, like, you eat a crappy meal, well, at least it fueled you, but then you have a delicious dessert to finish out the meal. No, I have had zero good food. I want to get a steak somewhere, but the last place I went to, the only steak they had was ribeye, and I don't like ribeye. The other place, the steakhouse I tried to go to, was closed on Mondays. So, yeah, I mean, the food truck place was cheap, and the food wasn't bad, but it had that extra taste. Almost like a barbecue. I can't even describe it, but it's a very specific extra, like I said, definitely like a seasoning. And since I'm in the antisocial capital of the world, apparently, it's not like anybody, you can have a discussion about it. That's like that woman at the gas station who I said I don't want to make her sound mean, by her just saying the weather changes abruptly. Like, people, they're just, no one's been social, so you can't have a conversation like that. Okay, work's calling me. I guess I should answer it. Okay, work called me by mistake, but I ended up just talking because I had some work things to do, because doesn't matter why, I had some work things to do. It's up to 67 and partly sunny. Now, I don't know if there's a difference between partly sunny and partly cloudy, but I prefer to use partly sunny because you're focusing on the positive aspect, because sunny is positive. And I just want to say, guys, I'm sorry that Bucks County is mourning my departure. I feel like this happened last time too. There's been no sunshine in Bucks County since I left, and I don't think you're gonna have any for like a little more too. And I really feel like last time I left, it was like snowy and rainy and cloudy, like and cold the whole time. And then I'm positive that last time, for my longer trip, the New England was like a joke. I'm positive when I got back in the beginning of February for my last long road trip, I'm certain that when I showed up to Bucks County in February, in the beginning of February, it was like close to 70 degrees. So I brought sunshine and warmth with me. Everything regulates. Don't worry, guys. It'll regulate. It'll go back to regular fall temperature with sunshine. But right now, like I said, partly sunny and 67. So I'm pleased. Both sides of the 90 have been down to one lane, like both north and or east and west, for I can't tell you how long. And I can see on the map like the little orange line, slow down traffic is. It just goes on and on. And there's a lot of traffic. I've been doing like an average anywhere between 35 and 50 miles an hour. And I mean, and for miles, I haven't seen a single worker. Like a single one on either side of the road. But there's the orange markers, like it's one lane's blocked off. Now the sign says be prepared to stop. But I haven't seen a single worker. And the road is like freshly paved and lines painted. Maybe the be prepared to stop watch for workers is because they're picking up like cones and they're done. It's just crazy. Like I'm crawling. And this is not the 94. This is the 90. It's not North Dakota. This is Montana. But that has to be what it is. Because like I said, the road's freshly done. So maybe they just didn't pick up the cones yet. But this is boring. I'm behind a FedEx freight, tractor trailer, so he's not going fast. And there's nothing I can do. But it's just, again, there's no construction. Now there's vehicles parked on the side of the road as if there's like construction happening somewhere. I haven't seen a person. And I don't want to exaggerate, but I mean, I feel like it's been, I don't know, 10 miles at least. And there's no end in sight. I feel like maybe I should just start slaloming. Yeah. So it's boring. It's ugly around. And because of our situation, I feel like I have to pay too much attention to play like, mind games with myself. But I don't know, Montana, man. Like, I'm going to stay on a lake in Missoula. I'm hoping that will cheer things up. Is that it? Is that it? No more cones? No more cones. Okay. I'm hoping that will cheer things up. And I just like, I'm gonna get some food that tastes good enough. Because I want to get me a steak out here. I don't even know if I'm still in steak. No, there's cattle walking around everywhere, so I'm still in steak country. I want to get me a steak. And I want to talk to somebody who wants to talk to me. To talk to anybody. Like, just antisocial people. I don't want Montana to go to the bottom of the list, but is Montana the state that was pissing me off yesterday? I think it was. Maybe this is another lesson in just stop giving second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh chances. I'm not going to make a final determination until I leave the state. like for it to be pouring, but raining would be nice. Just long enough to get my windshield clean. But look how crazy that looks. It's like, and to the right, it's definitely not raining. Beyond that, you can kind of see in the camera, it's a little bit brighter on the right. It's neat. I assume I'm going to be approaching a small town because there's a sign that said, Jesus is Lord in this valley. So in this valley I'm driving into, I assume there'll be a town there that said something chapel. But, and like, I'm like, well, Jesus is Lord, like, everywhere. And then I was like, wait a minute, is this sign literally telling you, like, if you're like Hindu or Buddhist or something, don't come to our town? And that just totally, I don't know, changed my opinion on things. I thought like, oh, how nice, you're driving around the country and see Lord. But let's be honest, Christians, Jesus, I mean, you can't be Jewish either because you said Jesus is Lord. Taking the meth trail doesn't end well. There was a picture of a cowboy, like a silhouette of a cowboy on a horse with a trail and then headstones. Meth is a problem in Montana. Did we look up the meth Montana project yet? I don't know. Point of the story is, these people are like Bible thumping Christians. And I don't know. It doesn't even matter. I don't care what anybody's beliefs are because no one wants to socialize. So who cares? Right? I mean, who cares what your opinion is? Another person's opinion is, if you're not even going to have a conversation, what's it matter? Again, don't want to judge Montana until I'm out of it, but it spit for 60 seconds, not enough to clean my windshield. And then it was sunny. And then it spit again for 60 seconds, not enough to clean my windshield. But I am 66 miles away from the destination, so I don't know, 50-something minutes, definitely under an hour. We'll see if I can find anyone, and I don't care sex, age, if you believe in Jesus, I don't care who you are. Somebody's got to be willing to talk to me, like somebody. You know what, hindsight, maybe people are social here. Maybe it's just the fact that people were inviting me to their homes and exchanging phone numbers with me and treating me like a celebrity in the other states prior to this one. Maybe that's all it is. Because like when I went to the ghost town, it was for the tour. It was I don't know, $10 plus sales tax. So I just handed him a 20 and told him to keep the change. I said, just to keep it and call it a donation. And then he was like, well, where are you coming from? He was having a conversation with me. And then he told me to take a magnet since I donated. So I took a magnet from the ghost town. Yeah, so I guess it's not actually. Other people were telling me about the whole home on the range thing, so I guess people are talking. You know what? I think it's just because I got so used to people being like above and beyond friendly that regular sociable doesn't seem whatever. And now it's raining, and I don't think it's gonna be raining long. I think it's gonna rain just enough to clean my windshield. That's what I think. I do. Because why not? Think positive things will happen, right? It stopped raining. See what I mean? Wait. And it's raining again. It's weird out here. This is actually, it's like Florida. This was happening in Florida where it's like it's raining. Just give it a second. And I guess you could say the same thing about Montana. We'll see. I officially hate Montana. Okay? I figured I've been on the road for 5 or 6 days now. I get like a fancy hotel room, and by fancy I just mean whatever. It's a DoubleTree. It's like one of the Hilton, whatever. So now it's on a river. On a river. I got a balcony facing the river. Spent the extra money on it. Like I said, I was gonna splurge. I was gonna nice long shower, this, that, and the other thing. Balcony. Okay. So now, let me show you what's outside. Now, first of all, the river sounds nice, but you're hearing music because this is Missoula football something. So the band and the football team are right across the way practicing. Okay? And again, the river is pretty, but there's a hobo encampment on it. Do we see? Hobos. And they're hobo camp. So the river's pretty, right? It's a pretty view. Oh, it's a beautiful view. Don't let the hobos directly across the way bother you. Like, I literally spent extra money to stare at hobos. Hobos. A hobo encampment. Like, because otherwise I didn't have to spend the extra money for, it's cold out here, for Riverview. I could have done something else. So, like I said, extra money for Hobo View. Should have listed that in the ad. Hobo View. And otherwise, it's just like everybody here, like they're not friendly. They're not rude, I guess. It's just, I don't know. I don't like the people. I don't like the roads. I don't like the environment. I hate Montana. Hate it. Hate it. Like, Montana's worse than New Mexico. I said it. Montana is worse than New Mexico. I don't know why anyone would ever come to this state. Like I said, the people. It's just, it's horrible. And it's a huge state, so I spent, all this time in it. I think I'm only an hour and a half away from Washington. So tomorrow, I'm not even going to try to see anything else in Montana, just because I keep getting disappointed. It's a horrible place. Simple as that. Yeah. I might, like, it's early. I think it's like 5:30 or something. Like, I feel like I might go to sleep now. And, well, I'm going to shower, go to sleep, and, like, get up at 4 a.m., 3 a.m., something, and just head the hell out of here. Because at least in New Mexico, there was, like, a reason to be, like, pissed off. Like, they had, like, like, tribal lands where people were whatevered, and honestly, there's much of New Mexico is unsafe for, like, the sake of, like, murder. There's nothing wrong with Montana. It just sucks. It's horrible. It must be the meth. This is why there's a meth problem, because everyone hates everyone. It's just, it's so horrible. They have to do meth to, survive. So that's it for tonight, because, like, legitimately, I'm gonna nap for a few hours and then just keep on going. I don't care that I wasted the money on this place, because, again, I'm not gonna sit outside and enjoy my hobo view and my high school marching band. Oh, and there's a train bridge right there. I heard the train blow its whistle just a couple moments ago. So I feel like Joe Pesci in My Cousin Vinny. Like, are we going to have a train rumbling by here in the middle of the night? I don't like Montana.